Welcome to Inspire 2022. I'm Per Mikkelsen.
And I'm Jerry Weber. We're your co-hosts to take you through some exciting new updates for Business Applications Embed program.
If you're currently an Embed program partner, have thought about becoming one or want to learn, Jerry and I will provide you all the tools necessary to engage immediately.
Did you say immediately, Per?
That's right, I did.
What Per and I are going to cover this session will be very specific details. So at the end of the session, you can take action.
We're going to cover a lot of territory, from the basics of why, as a Microsoft partner, you should consider the Embed option as part of your product and customer strategy. And by the end of the session, you know exactly where to go to self-serve the new approach to Embed that we're going to describe.
And hear from a few partners on why they are excited to be part of the new journey with Microsoft and Business Applications Embed program. If you're familiar with the current Embed program, it has been in existence now for 5 years. It has been highly successful for Dynamics 365. This program has requirements in terms of joining and launching the Embed solution.
And those requirements to join, particularly the CSP requirements, have been burdensome for the ISVs. A new approach to Embed will allow you to engage immediately with a lot less fuss.
You're right, Per.
I know I am. And before we jump into those details, I want to make sure we establish the Embed value proposition and why a partner would want to get started with this new model.
Imagine your products as a container, just an empty box.
That's right. This is where your development starts. Your ideas, your innovation.
This is where you fill that box. It contains the sum of the experience you've engineered for customers.
It's your experience, it's your solution with notification, security, connection to other apps or data sources, APIs, and so forth.
Everything that creates the value proposition for customers.
So the product development effort is challenging, competitive, and constantly evolving just to keep up with customer needs.
Or to reach new customers to expand your business.
This is why the Business Applications Embed program can assist. It's why we created it 5 years ago, and based on our learnings and feedback from you, why we're updating it today for our partners.
Embed provides a methodology to not go it alone, but to partner with Microsoft in a very compelling way, both functionally as well as licensing model. As IP creators, you're serving up solution experiences to meet growing needs of customers. Embed provides a framework not to do it alone. That's why we refer to the Embed model as an OEM licensing approach.
That's right. It's not a Microsoft license reseller approach. The ISV product is the focal point for the customer's experience that we're unlocking through this new Embed program. So the Embed model enables you to enhance your offerings directly by embedding low-code capabilities into your product. As an ISV, you take the product capabilities or ingredients from Microsoft, if you will, and build it into your products, offering both the product capabilities and required license to your customers.
This can be a great advantage in terms of broadening your product capabilities through Microsoft's expansive low-code capabilities.
Effectively enhancing the product's recipe that you serve up to your end customers.
And customers pay for their license usage directly to the ISV. They pay the ISV for the solution. The ISV pays Microsoft for the Microsoft license they have embedded, which the customer is using.
So that's the Embed model. Both are old and still the basis of our new approach. It's a proven model with a large ecosystem of partners working within the current program for Embed today. And to conclude this recap, let's review the current program requirements for Embed.
Over 400,000 partners are part of Microsoft's Cloud Partner Program. This is a general requirement. Additionally, ISVs must be direct CSP partners and then part of our ISV Connect Benefits program, which is an addendum to the Commercial Marketplace Agreement. Also join the Embed program and submit your solution architecture for approval.
That's right. That is a larger number of steps, particularly becoming a CSP in each of the regional markets that you serve, if the only reason is to sell the required Microsoft licenses as part of your package or offering.
I agree. Though we have great success with this legacy program, there's some complexity to the approach.
Jerry, I think maybe before we move on, I do think the publisher agreement has some new relevance today. So let's take a moment here to reference it for our partners.
I agree, Per. This is a slight deviation, but I think an important one to reference around our commercial marketplace.
We're introducing e-commerce transactability in July for Dynamics 365 CE and Power BI visuals through a popular commercial marketplace.
Now business application partners can leverage the commerce capability and billing integration of first and third-party offers within Microsoft's e-commerce platform to reach global customers and markets.
Yep, Dynamics 365 CE and Power BI visuals offer types transacting on app source, includes web direct and private offer e-commerce functionality for customized deal making between partner and end customer. So whether you're familiar with our commercial marketplace or are curious to follow up, explore the opportunity further on our docs pages to learn about onboarding your business applications offer types.
Returning to the Embed program, let's zero in on why we created a new approach to this popular program.
Yeah, we've been listening to ISV feedback on the program, and the steps, the contracts, the regional market approvals in CSP has been top areas of concerns. Also, the fact that the Power Platform has not been available in the Embed program has been a challenge for anyone wanting to use the full capabilities of the platform.
New Embed is literally self-serve. Very little required to take advantage of the opportunity we're rolling out. Per is going to walk us through the technical details. However, if you're leveraging the value of Microsoft Cloud Partner Program, the Commercial Marketplace, and Business Applications ISV Connect Benefits Program, that's fantastic. It certainly enhances your ability to partner with Microsoft and reach customers, even if not a critical path requirement for the new Embed program.
That's correct. We want partners to immediately be able to develop and deploy an Embed solution for Power Automate. The ISV Connect technical and go-to-market benefits are there to help partners be more successful when you have your solution, if you need them. So we laid the groundwork for this new approach to embed around the expanding opportunity of Azure-based meters. The success of Azure services demonstrated that if we could leverage this approach further, it could provide a valid alternative to the CSP Embed model. Power Automate provided an amazing product opportunity here.
Low-code process automation and robotic process automation are expected to be a $15.7 billion market by 2025. Furthermore, half of all small and medium-sized businesses prefer to purchase their applications via an OEM bundle versus standalone. Furthermore, Power Automate is a recognized leader in digital process automation and robotic process automation. This recognition, both from analysts, customers, and partners, made it a top candidate product to introduce through a new Embed model.
So with Power Automate, ISVs can build anything from simple approvals to complex workflows with over 600 built-in connectors. Much of what the new Embed is about is really to simplify connecting the dots for our partners. Microsoft had the DNA established through our Azure services and an industry-leading product with Power Automate. But instead of upfront commitments, pay-as-you-go focused on the flows that are run. This was the key to unlock this new Embed. We simply put all the pieces together. So Power Automate per flow operating under the new pay-as-you-go business model provides for an easier and faster way for our customers and partners to get started with the product. No upfront commitment and with a self-serve setup through the Azure portal. So you pay only for the number of flows, runs executed in a month. This is offered in 2 meters as attended and unattended flow runs. It's all there through Azure to enable direct self-service purchase of Power Automate PayGo. And this unlocks the opportunity for ISVs and Embed.
Can you unlock that a bit more, Per?
I shall be thrilled to do so. Sure, all we do is create a billing relationship, and we're providing the type of Embed opportunity current Embed partners are familiar with.
You mean between an ISV Embed solution using Power Automate and their customers?
Exactly right. Up until now, we've had a couple of different ways an ISV could use Power Automate as part of their offering, either by building and certifying a connector or use our Embed SDK to surface the Power Automate experience into their app, similar to what we're doing at Microsoft, for example, when you create a cloud flow directly from SharePoint without having to navigate into Power Automate and figure out how to use the SharePoint connector. So what we're announcing here today is a license embed model, which is a term we use to express ISVs paying for the Power Automate usage on behalf of their customers.
As you said, Per, it's the same conceptual OEM model as the Embed program has operated for the last 5 years.
That's right. And this payment process is facilitated with the pay-as-you-go meter through the Azure portal, not by reselling our licenses through CSP and Partner Center, or by asking the customer to purchase the required Power Platform licenses directly with Microsoft or through a reseller.
Per, can you take us through into creating this billing relationship, as this is the heart of license embed?
Yeah, I'll be happy to. So let's step through it. For license billing, we start with the experience. Microsoft needs to know which customers' Power Automate consumption we should bill the ISV for. This is based on the connector that they specify through their Azure subscription ID. We created a contract API to facilitate the billing policy that should be added to the customer's environment. Any flow runs in this environment with that connector will now be billed back to the ISV. However, billing policies can only be established when your customer through a process where the customer must provide their consent. Otherwise, the billing relationship is not established. So with the billing policy accepted by your customer, you're operating license embed with Power Automate pay-as-you-go meter. The charges through the Azure portal will cover Power Automate cloud flows within your solution that have been specified. Keep in mind, your customers don't have to have a billing relationship with Microsoft, just an Azure Active Directory tenant. Any Microsoft Business Online service such as Office, Power Apps, Dynamics 365 or Teams can already provide that AAD tenant that you can leverage to set up license embed solution with them. The Power Automate SDK has been available for some time. We've started to refer it as the technical embed SDK. This can still be used without license embed, where you simply just embed Power Automate functionality, but you leverage the customer's existing license investment.
It's simply another approach, not the traditional license embed we're used to for 5 years with Dynamics, and introducing with the new methodology with Azure Portal, PayGo, and Power Automate.
I also want to highlight ISV Studio. This is where you, as an ISV, can monitor install and usage of apps deployed to your customer base.
Now there is opportunity to use ISV Studio for the new Embed program.
That's correct, there is. So to support our Embed initiative, we'll be rolling out some additional reporting capabilities later this year. This will enable you to monitor how much your customers spend on the PayGo meters.
And being able to access them, you just need your Microsoft Cloud Partner Program or MPN number and sign up to Commercial Marketplace and the ISV Connect program.
That's right. And Jerry, speaking of ISV Connect program, since we're rolling out this new Embed program, how does that relate to ISV Connect that we launched a few years ago?
Well, Per, I'm saving some of the great news there for the last part of our session. Embed, whether you're talking the version in market or the new approach we're introducing with PayGo and Power Automate, providing the wrapper in terms of technology and operations, when it comes to the stickiness that creates opportunities for sales to reach customers, this is facilitated through the Business Applications ISV Connect program. And both Embed programs, which means the Power Automate product, will participate in ISV Connect. But that's not all. Starting when we begin public preview for the new Embed program in Q1, we will no longer charge RevShare for the ISV Cloud Embed D365 program, participating ISVs, or ISVs that participate in the new approach with PayGo and Power Automate. That means for the existing Embed partners, they will get the same advantages when we start public preview for Power Automate with the new Embed program.
So we actually have partner feedback that we want to share here on Embed. So Jerry recently interviewed Peter Linke, CEO of proMX. Peter's company is an existing Embed partner, but they also kicked the tires on the new approach with Power Automate. So let's hear what Peter has to say about it.
I'm speaking to Peter Linke, CEO of proMX. Peter, thank you for taking the time all the way from Germany to speak to the Inspire 2022 audience who are tuning in to the Embed program session.
Oh, very nice. I'm really happy to join you here.
Thank you. First off, please tell me a little bit about proMX, your mission and your focus.
Yeah, our mission is reinventing your productivity together. We want to make our customers better. We want to help them to be better. That is our mission. And our focus here, when it comes to Microsoft technology, our focus is in the Dynamics area, and there, especially in project operations, where we're pretty successful worldwide.
And how long have you been a Microsoft partner?
We are a Microsoft partner, I would say 6 months after proMX was founded in 2000, so since April or May 2001.
Oh, wow. Quite a long time. And how long have you been a current Embed partner with the current program we have going for Dynamics 365?
So from the first moment, I think approximately 5 or 6 years ago, we were one of the first partners in Germany, and as far as I know, and I remember, also worldwide. So we brought our own application to AppSource. We did this certified for Microsoft Dynamics stuff with our application. We got not the resources, we got the references to the system, and we become an ISV Embed partner after, I would say, half a year work.
What proMX products are you currently using with Dynamics 365 in the Embed program?
So in the Embed program, we are using our project and resource management called proRM. So that is a standalone application on the one hand side and a lot of add-ons seamlessly integrated in project operations and dynamics, and as well some industry solutions for the construction area, also integrated seamlessly in the dynamics world, and also in healthcare, for example.
And your experience in working with the Embed program for 5 years, I mean, being such a long-term partner, how has that been for you?
Pretty super successful. It is a real great possibility for us to sell our solutions, and with the whole program and the whole support what we had in the last 5 years all around as well, marketing, go to market, having our application app source being visible worldwide, we are receiving a lot of leads from all over the world. And that is one of the reasons why we are now international. So we are, you said, from Germany, but meanwhile we do have a subsidiary in the US, we do have a subsidiary in India. In the next 2 weeks we will have one in UK, and Microsoft asked us to become as well a lead consultancy partner and an ISV with our solutions in Australia, for example, or in the Arab Emirates. So it is from that pretty successful and gives us a lot of we are growing a lot.
I would say so. You have a lot of worldwide reach into all kinds of different markets out there. You're also a private preview partner for the new Embed program with Power Automate. You're kind of kicking the tires on this solution before we bring it out into public GA in first quarter.
Yeah, for us is any kind of new technology what you are providing in the area of ISV pretty interesting. So we always try to be one of the first to understand the technology behind, to understand the possibilities behind what and how we can use this going with our own products into the market.
The OEM model, the model the Embed program represents, is this concept that the ISV is paying Microsoft for the first-party licenses. So in terms of the current program, that's Dynamics. In terms of the new program, that's Power Automate. So you pay Microsoft for those licenses, you integrate our product into your product, and then you go and find customers and markets for it. How has that been in terms of working with your customers in that kind of business model?
When it comes to the rev share model, what do you mean?
When it comes to just the Embed program, the licensing that you pay Microsoft and that the customers pay you for. So the OEM model that is the Embed program. How is that for you and your customers?
For me, as the OEM model is something what I really like. There's a possibility as well to sell our own solutions, which are named and branded to, for example, we have a ways to say proMX 365 for, and then it comes maybe to have for healthcare, or it comes for construction. So we are selling here our own solution and having the power engine with Microsoft Dynamics included. So that is a real huge chance for us to sell and to sell to reasonable prices. And of course, having the rev share stuff not in place anymore in the future, this also helps us a lot.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. And I appreciate your time. You've given our audience something to think about in terms of the new Embed program, your experience with ISV Connect, your experience with AppSource as a partner who's been, with Microsoft for 20 years, actually more, as well as 5 years with the Embed program. You give opportunity for many to think about joining up and for the first time, or maybe exploring these new areas such as Embed. So thank you, Peter, for your time.
It's a pleasure.
Now, proMX isn't the only partner we've been working with. You may have attended our Microsoft Build event at the end of May this year and heard mention that Adobe was integrating Power Automate into Adobe Sign. We have a bit more on this news to provide.
We're very excited to announce that the work Adobe is doing in this area with Power Automate was foundational to the development of the new approach to Embed. Like Adobe's experience, partners can also start building their own licensed Embed experiences. Adobe Acrobat Sign is used across various industry segments and numerous use cases. And with Power Automate, through the Embed program, our two companies can, as their VP of Product Management says, combine our unique strengths in this area. Embed enables the combination of partner and Microsoft technology. And how far or how wide a specific Embed scenario goes is in the hands of the partner, which Adobe, as example, is a proof point of such achievement that we're very pleased to share with you. Go to our new Embed website for details on both the new program and our D365 Embed program. It's your hub for all things Biz Apps Embed.
And if you have any questions, reach out via this alias and we'll get back to you.
Finally, public preview, when the ability to send the flow runs charging from customer to ISV through the contract API will be announced from the website. Or if you reach out via the email alias, we'll drop you a note on timing.
The Embed model provides partners a real powerful way to integrate low-code into their products to go to market.
For Per Mikkelsen and myself, Jerry Weber, thank you for taking the time to hear about the Microsoft Business Applications Embed program.